Jeremy. Rev your engines to start Memorial Day weekend with a car show supporting veterans. Troy Abel is here with the details on the activities you have going on, and it's a great location appropriate for Memorial Day weekend, the Kansas Museum of the National Guard.
Yeah, very much. We've got all kinds of military heritage, lots of static displays outside and a lot of great stuff inside. Not to mention there will be a lot of incredible cars from the local area spread out amongst all those static displays.
Bringing those in this week. This is the third year for the show?
Yeah, this is our third annual. So we've gone up about 10 cars each year. Started with 80, had 90 last year. We're hoping to get up over 100 this year. Got a couple of new things this year, or at least one for sure. Happy Bassett's going to be there with margaritas and beers for those adults that are wanting to have an adult beverage as they walk around and enjoy the cars. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. And
besides Happy Bassett, what else is new this year?
So I may have misspoke. So basically, it's hopefully more cars.
More
hopefully
cars. That'll be absolutely new.
But we are going to have we still will have the lunch for anybody that wants. We'll have lunch when we get started, or excuse me, at 11 for a free will donation. Pulled pork, burgers, hot dogs. For everybody that registers their car, they get a pass for lunch for themselves and for one other. And we ask everybody else to make a free will donation. Registrants for the show also get coffee and donuts at the registration table in the morning. So we try and treat them right so they want to come back.
You had me at coffee. How did the idea for this come about, Troy?
Well, there's one of the car guys here in town. His name's Bill Johnson. He and his wife were out walking one day out there around the museum, and they thought the grounds would be a perfect setting to have a car show. And if you attend car shows, you'll realize there's a lot of veterans that have classic cars that attend these car shows. So he came to the museum board with the idea, and we gave it a shot the first year, and everybody has loved it. It just doesn't even seem like work because it's so much fun to gather everybody up and have such a good time. So it was great. We had somebody from outside the museum bring it to us, so we're very blessed in that.
It's a wonderful way to honor veterans on Memorial Day weekend as well. How important is it that it also is a way to share what you have at the museum?
Oh, that's absolutely, to be quite honest, that's what all of our activities are for. We want people to come out and see what we have to show. We have a lot of history dating clear back to when it was just a Kansas militia, not a guard. So clear back pre-Civil War, we tell that story of the Kansas Guard from then all the way up to present day. And we want folks to be able to understand, and it's free, and it's run completely by volunteers, and it's run completely by donations. So every little bit helps, but we really think we have something that people will enjoy when they come out and take a look at it, because it's their neighbors, it's their friends, it's their family that are in this museum that have traveled the world and have reacted to disasters around the state.
And you'll find some people in the museum who you may not realize were part of the Kansas National Guard and have those connections. Every time I go, I read a name, I'm like, okay, that person has a connection here. What kind of cars are you hoping can come out and take part in the car show?
So we're open to just about anything. Anybody that's got a nice car they want to come out and show off. I tend to drift towards the classics, but like the cars from the 50s, 60s, 70s, but we also like to see some of the new ones. A lot of folks that have got some of those new cars that they've spent some money on, just really honestly, and the voting will be done by the car show participants themselves, and the voting is, so we have trophies and we have top 20 awards, but honestly, it's just to really a lot of fellowship with the car crowd and folks that don't have cars that can come out and enjoy it. Because it's really, there's some amazing vehicles. Topeka has so many amazing cars running around, and it's really something to get them all in, to get a lot of them in one place. I know there's other shows further out and away, but we're hoping folks will gravitate towards ours.
And a great way for Memorial Day weekend, because you can check out the museum as well. The car show takes place from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday at the Kansas National Guard Museum right there on the Forbes Field grounds. Registration is $20 for the participants, and you can start registering if you're going to be having a car there at 9 o'clock in the morning. Get the coffee and donuts. Troy,
Absolutely.
Thank you, and thank you for your service
as well.
Appreciate you
Melissa.
all the time. You can foster the love